Now at 126, the battle of the freshmen for Lehigh. John Epperly, 15-5-2, against Bill Kelly, veteran senior, with a 15-2-3 record from Chicago Ridge, Illinois. The Cyclones leading by 4.
Picked by Epperly, in on a single. Counter so far by Kelly. And fights his way out of it. Timeout. Going over to the edge of the mat. He might have got an eye or something, or maybe an ankle or knee.
What is it? You right? Okay.
Ready to go again. No score. Epperly lost to Bill Kelly in the Mattown tournament by a score of 8-6, Larry, back several months ago.
Epperly stands up, leaves that right leg exposed, and Kelly says, "All right, give me that, I'll take it." Now we'll work. Epperly goes inside, still fighting. Nice bark, three-quarter Nelson. Now a quarter Nelson.
Still neutral.
Got to spin around the back, gets the takedown. Takes it with a quarter Nelson block. I thought maybe he'd sit through with it, but used it effectively for a block, then spun around the back almost over a shrug.
Keep that arm down.
Now up front. Got Epperly.
Watch the arm. Watch the arm.
Well under control. Seated down there in the bench with Coach Jim Gibbons is former national champ from Iowa, Ed Bonnick, who we've seen wrestle here at Lehigh. Some great battles with Colin Kilrain.
Minute to go in the period. 2-0 lead for Iowa State's Bill Kelly, senior, over John Epperly, Lehigh's freshman.
Again, look at that high figure four over that knee, Shell. And that just takes good control.
You guys got to loosen up.
Stay on that high figure four, Turk ride over that knee. Pull against it. The hips will come with you and the body will follow, believe me.
Be still now.
Epperly takes a shoulder roll. Stopped momentarily. Epperly, a freshman, was a state champion at Virginia.
Watch that arm, watch that arm.
His dad also coached wrestling at Robinson School.
Let go. It's riding up too high.
13 seconds to go, first period, 2-0 lead. Bill Kelly of Iowa State, who has already defeated John Epperly once this season in the Mattown tournament by a score of 8-6. The Cyclones lead Lehigh 4-0 at the end of 118.
Kelly lifts the wrestler.
Time running out, first period.
Last year, Kelly was 33-7. Maintains control.
And the period ends. Kelly has a minute and 36 seconds riding time edge at the moment. As we go to period number 2.
The clock is off by 1 second on the riding time. We got it at the table. Okay. Choice, son. Down.
Question is, how does Lehigh have 1 second riding time?
Chooses down.
Well, they've just corrected that. They said it's not right.
Scores 2-0.
1:37 is the riding time advantage at the moment for Bill Kelly.
So Lehigh choosing to ride with the cross-body ride, and on the other hand, Iowa State coming in with a high Turk ride, figure four.
Don't bend that way. The elbow doesn't go that way.
And I think the fans, Larry, immediately begin to see whenever these Western powers come in and the schools from the Southwest that they believe in wrestling with all four limbs. not just arms.
Great. Kelly escapes, leads by 3.
Not just Lehigh, Larry, but we just don't see very many Eastern teams that are coached to use their legs as much as Western wrestlers do.
Get in there.
Both wrestlers attempt to work off their feet at this point.
Takedowns, guys. Takedowns.
You hear referee Mark Piven say, let's get a takedown. Immediately, Kelly goes in. If he hooks up on it and drills it, he's got himself 5, really. But he gets 2. Near the edge of the mat. And they cross the line.
Go down, son.
5-0 lead, Bill Kelly.
Kelly a lot more physical when he gets in on his moves. He moves them with, you watch, the real solid moves. He hits you with force. Whereas Epperly, a freshman, hasn't got that, maybe that meanness yet. It comes with time. Again, you'll see the Iowa State wrestler working off.
Let's use it.
The legs in there. No doubt Jim Gibbons is out there working out with his wrestlers at this weight class, and then he leaves the upper weights.
There's at least got to be an Eastern champion somewhere along the edge of that mat, Larry, for Lehigh.
Well, I guess Ed Bonnick
Quite a
takes
few
everybody from
youngsters.
77 up, and Gibbons takes them from 42 on down, and control still stays with Kelly as the period ends.
5-0 lead for Kelly of Iowa State over Epperly of Lehigh. Second period, the Cyclones leading Lehigh by a score of 4-0.
Top bottom or standing.
Mark Piven talking to
Third period, guys. Score is 5-0.
Lehigh freshman John Epperly. 2 seniors in the starting lineup for Lehigh tonight, Jim Frick and Peter Yazzo. 4 seniors in the starting lineup for Iowa State, Bill Kelly, Stuart Carter, Kevin Jackson, and Steve Metzger.
Again, blocked nicely by Kelly. Epperly goes in, but from this point, that overhook, Kelly can work off a shrug, snap, spin, go one way and spin the other. There it is. Very easy combination.
Hey, wrestling.
Last time these two wrestled, as we mentioned, Epperly managed to stay a lot closer, lost only 8-6, but he is being manhandled out there by Bill Kelly, trailing 7-0. Kelly has at least a riding time advantage with a minute to go in the second period.
Put your arm down, son. You're doing it yourself. Careful.
That's more than a potentially dangerous hold. That was almost an illegal hold.
Here's the takedown, Larry.
He goes one, shrugs that way and spins the other way. Epperly had no chance because all his weight was on his nose.
1, 2, 3.
There's a good reaction to force. As Epperly spins around and gets a reversal. With 40 seconds left, Kelly has a guaranteed point for time. Epperly putting in a half, but
Let's try to get out.
Kelly's just staying there and working with it. You see the time on the board. 7-2 on the board with the point for time for Kelly. Should be 8-2 final if nothing happens in the last 4 seconds.
Warning. Keep wrestling, son.
That's it. 7-0 lead now for the Cyclones.
Kelly wins. 3 team points on the board for Iowa State. And at the end of 126, Cyclones out in front of Lehigh now by a score of 7-0.